On this episode of Doing the Most, I'm here with JJ from Shadow Hive, and this is Crispy Boy Summer.
Crispy Boy Summer, you can bet I'm a stunner. Crack a cold one, no bummer. It's a Crispy Boy Summer.
Welcome, JJ, to the channel. He's been a member of our Discord for a long time. He's here for Mead Stampede.
This year has been quite a different experience than last year. There has been a lot this year. Last year was a lot for you all, right? My first year. This year was like double overtime work. But it's a great experience, right? I'm getting to drink a lot of meads. I'm getting to taste a lot of things I wouldn't do myself. So it's learning for me as well at the same time.
So this is Crispy Boy Summer, though. We are doing a 13-part series on tested, delicious hydromel recipes of low ABV sparkling meads. And on this episode, we are drinking one that is a cranberry-based sparkling mead. Very light fruit. Before we taste it, I'm gonna drop you guys into how this is made. We begin with 1 pound of honey in our sanitized carboy, on top of which we are pouring 64 ounces of cranapple juice. We're not using pure cranberry juice because cranapple ferments a little bit better, making a smoother product sooner. So look for cranapple juice, don't get pure cranberry juice. I suppose this could be done with white cranberry juice, but I'm not advising that. Do it at your own risk. Next, we're throwing in 1 gram of wine tannin. And then with our sanitized hands, we're going to give it a good shake to make sure everything is mixed to combine. Once everything's combined, we will add some filtered water to bring it up to the 1 gallon mark. I am adding 1 teaspoon of Fermade O yeast nutrient and 3 grams of ale yeast. I believe this was USO 5, but you could use any wine or ale yeast for this. It's low enough ABV that any brewing yeast should be able to cut through the sugars. Then we throw on our airlock and let it ferment. About 2 weeks later, it's done fermenting and it's time to get it racked off to secondary. In secondary, we are going to be adding 8 ounces of erythritol to sweeten this. The yeast can't eat the erythritol, so that means your drink will still be sweet on the other end of things. About a week and a half, 2 weeks later, once it is cleared, we are putting some priming sugar in our bottles. This is 1 teaspoon of granulated table sugar per 12-ounce bottle, and the yeast will eat this sugar, turn it into carbon dioxide, so you have a sparkling drink. Then we're just bottling away. These will take about 4 to 6 weeks to carbonate, so just be patient with it and let those bubbles develop, and by that point, they'll be ready to chill and drink. You've seen how it's made. Now it's time for us to drink it. While I'm getting us poured, I'm going to let JJ talk to you about what it means to be a YouTube member or patron.
Well, I am one. So I will say one of the best things that I get to do is I get to interact with some things that aren't always necessarily put on YouTube, right? Talk about some cool things that BC's doing project-wise on the back end. Give some ideas, right? Things that we want to see. And things we don't want to see that maybe he wants to do. That's really cool too. So we kind of get the first opportunity at that. But it's definitely great to be supported because they get to do more things for all of us when we support them in that way.
Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to become a member or patron, there's information in the video description, or you can just click join below this video and you can join for as little as $1 a month. A lot of the stuff he was talking about shows up in our Discord. That's discord.doingthemost.org. There we have a members-only channel where often I post weird and random things that I'm working on. So this is called CRANDEMONIUM. It is a lightly sparkling, lightly cranberry-fruited hydromel, really intended for you to drink right after you mow the lawn. Cheers.
pretty sweet for what I know of you and your recipes. That's a good way to put it. It's where I like it to be. I could totally see myself riding around on the riding lawnmower and just drinking this up. It tastes like prickly pear meads. That's what it doesn't taste like cranberry. If you would have told me what is this, I would have said this is the best prickly pear mead I've ever had.
The base for this one, since you didn't get to see the footage of how it's made, the base for this one is there's 50% water but 50% cranberry juice. And so you're not getting a full wallop of cranberry juice. You're just getting like a light kind of smattering of cranberry and it gives it a fruity flavor, but you're not getting beat over the head with that astringency that you get from cranberry.
So, you know, for Mead Stampede, we had Carlos make the cranberry mead for that. And once it was available, I think I bought like 25% of the cans. And that is like the two ends of the spectrum. Like this is the fruity, refreshing, light end of cranberry. And his is like that nice hard, like if you like the cranberry astringency and you get in there with how tannic it can be. It's like that other end. So it's really interesting to see just how cranberry can show itself.
I think a lot of people, when they think of cranberry, they think of like cranberry sauce. They think of Thanksgiving. They're not thinking about the fact that cranberry actually can present kind of floral and fruity, and it's a good complement to honey. And I think in something like this, it really shows itself to be a little bit more of a versatile ingredient. Because generally what you're seeing with cranberry is people doing like hardcore, all cranberry juice, adding cranberry concentrate, cranberries in secondary to really cram that home. But like you said, it can also a little bit drink like a cactus fruit, and that's kind of nice. Thank you for being here, JJ. If you want to join the channel, there's information in the description. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming content here on Doing the Most. And join our Discord server. There's a ton of shenanigans. He's part of a lot of them. we have a lot of fun over on Discord. So that's discord.doingthemost.org. Until next time, happy brewing and cheers.
Homemade brews and various how-tos, everything from mead to roast, bake creation, fermentation, inebriation, doing the most.